Respected Chairman, sir, with your permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House papers mention again my name at the serial number 8 related to Ministry of Textiles as per today's revised list of business.
Shri Som Prakash ji.
Question number 321, Shri Ashok Kumar
on the
Pawar.
table of the House papers listed against my name at serial number 9 in the revised list of English. Thank you.
Shri Devu Singh Chauhan ji.
No.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, with your kind permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House the papers mentions against my name at serial number 10 in today's revised list of business.
Message from Lok Sabha, Secretary General.
Sir, with your kind permission, I rise to report that the Lok Sabha at its sitting held on 24th March 2022 passed the Appropriation Bill 2022. The Speaker has certified that this bill is a money bill within the meaning of Article 110 of the Constitution. I lay a copy of the bill on the table.
Reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Petroleum and Natural Gas, Dr. V. Siudasan.
Respected Chair, with kind your permission, I rise to lay the 11th and 12th reports, Hindi and English versions of the Standing Committee on Petroleum and Natural Gas as listed against my name in today's list of business. Thank you, sir.
Statement of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on External Affairs, Sri K.J. Alphonse.
Respected Chairman, sir, with your kind permission, I rise to lay on the table a copy in English and Hindi of the statement showing further action taken by the government on the observations and recommendations contained in the 7th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on External Affairs on the replies to the observations and recommendations contained in its 2nd report on the demands for grants of the Ministry of External Affairs for the year 2020-21.
Thank you. Statements by Ministers, Sri Prahlad Singh Patel.
माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, मैं खाद्य प्रसंस्करण उद्योग मंत्रालय से संबंधित अनुदान मांगे 21-22 के बारे में कृषि, पशुपालन और खाद्य प्रसंस्करण संबंधी स्थायी समिति के 26वें प्रतिवेदन में अंतर्विष्ट सिफारिशों के क्रियान्वयन की स्थिति के बारे में एक वक्तव्य सभा पटल पर रखता हूं। धन्यवाद सर।
श्री दानवे राव साहब दादा राव।
सभापति महोदय, मैं दिनांक 30/11/2021 को लोकसभा में प्रस्तुत की गई भारतीय रेल यात्री आरक्षण प्रणाली पर रेल संबंधी स्थायी समिति की 8वीं रिपोर्ट 17वीं लोकसभा में निहित सिफारिशों के कार्यान्वयन की स्थिति पर यह बयान दे रहा हूं। रिपोर्ट में समाविष्ट सभी सिफारिशों के कार्यान्वयन की स्थिति संलग्न है। क्योंकि यह वक्तव्य बहुत लंबा है, इसलिए मेरा अनुरोध है कि इसे पढ़ा हुआ समझा जाए।
श्री अर्जुन राम मेघवाल जी।
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, with your permission, on behalf of my colleague, Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti ji, I rise to make the following statements regarding 1. Status of implementation of recommendations contained in the 12th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Food, Consumer Affairs and Public Distributions on strengthening of public distribution system, augmenting use of technological means and implementations of One Nation, One Ration Card scheme pertaining to the Department of Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Second, status of implementation of the recommendations, observations contained in the 13th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Food, Consumer Affairs and Public Distribution on procurement, storage and distribution of food grain by FCI pertaining to the Department of Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Thank you.
Shri Som Prakash ji.
Respected sir, with your kind permission, on behalf of my colleague Srimati Anuppriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Commercial and Industry, I make a statement regarding the status of implementation of the recommendation contained in the 138th report of the Department of Related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Commerce on Activities and Functioning of Spices Board. Thank you, sir.
Srimati Darsana Vikram Jardosh.
With your permission, I rise to make a statement regarding status of implementation of the recommendation contained in the 20th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour, Textile and Skill Development on functioning of National Institute of Western Technology, NIFT, of the Ministry of Textiles.
Shri Som Prakash ji.
Inspector Sir, with your kind permission, I make a statement regarding status of implementation of recommendations contained in the 157th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Commerce on action taken by the government on recommendations contained in the 153rd report on demands for grant 2020-21, demand number 11 pertaining to the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Number 2, status of implementation of recommendation contained in the 161st report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Commerce on review of intellectual property rights regime in India pertaining to the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Thank you.
Motion for election to the Coffee Board. Sri Som Prakash to move a motion for election of one member to the Coffee Board.
On behalf of my colleague Shrimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, I move a motion that in pursuance of Clause B of Subsection 2 of Section 4 of the Coffee Act 1942, read with Sub-Rule 1 of Rule 4 of the Coffee Rules 1955, this House do proceed to elect in the manner as directed by the Chairman, one member from amongst the members of this House to be member of the Coffee Board.
Motion moved. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Statement regarding government business. Sri Arjun Ram Meghwal ji.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, with your permission, on behalf of my colleague Sri V. Muralidharan, I rise to announce the government business for the week commencing Monday, the 28th of March 2022 will consist of, number 1, considerations and passing of the Constitution's Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Order Amendment Bill 2022 with respect to State of Jharkhand. Number 2, consideration and return of the Appropriation Bill 2022 as passed by Lok Sabha. Number 3, consideration and return of the Finance Bill 2022 after it is passed by Lok Sabha. Number 4, consideration and passing of the following bills after they are passed by Lok Sabha. Number 1, Constitution Scheduled Caste Scheduled Tribe Order Second Amendment Bill 2022 with respect to State of Uttar Pradesh. Number 2, the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill 2022. Number 3, the Criminal Procedure Identifications Bill 2022. Number 4, the Indian Antarctica Bill 2022. And 5th, the discussion of the working of the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Thank you, sir.
Notice for notices under Rule 267 for suspension of rules. Dr. K. Kesar Rao need to establish Navodaya Vidyalayas in all districts of the country. Motion not drawn in proper terms. Not permitted. Now 0 hour. माननीय सुशील कुमार मोदी.
माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से उपसभापति महोदय, आपके माध्यम से मैं केंद्रीय शिक्षा मंत्री से आग्रह करता हूं कि केंद्रीय विद्यालयों में जो प्रत्येक एमपी का 10 का डिस्क्रिशनरी कोटा है और उसके अतिरिक्त प्रत्येक विद्यालय मैनेजमेंट कमेटी के चेयरमैन का 17 कोटा है, इसको मैं समाप्त करने की मांग करता हूं। उपसभापति महोदय, जो माननीय सांसद हैं उनका कोटा 7,880 है और जो चेयरमैन है विद्यालय मैनेजमेंट कमेटी उनका 17 का कोटा है प्रत्येक विद्यालय में. दिस कम्स टू अबाउट 29,000. So each and every year 29,000 admissions are being taken in the Kendriya Vidyalaya only because of the discretionary quota in sponsoring authority quota. Number one. And sir,
please.
Sir, this discretionary quota goes against the very spirit of transparency and meritocracy. It is highly undemocratic. इसलिए सती महोदय and this discretion leads to corruption also. और सती महोदय इस कोटा में किसी बोलने दीजिए.
Please.
I'm not charging.
Please.
I'm not सती महोदय ठीक है.
माननीय
वापस ले
समय
वापस
प्लीज आप अपनी बात कहें.
सती महोदय, और इस 30,000 के कोटा में देयर इज नो रिजर्वेशन. प्लीज सती महोदय, शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट, शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब और ओबीसी का जो 50% का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मैंडेटेड रिजर्वेशन है उसका पालन नहीं किया जाता. इसमें किसी प्रकार का कोई रिजर्वेशन नहीं है. तो वी आर डिप्राइविंग मोर देन 16,000 SC, ST and OBC students because there is a flagrant violation of the constitutional quota. So सती महोदय, 10 का कोटा, एक MP के बाद 200 से 300 लोग आते हैं. हम लोग का जीना मुश्किल हो गया, जीना हराम हो गया है सुबह से लेकर शाम तक. और इसलिए मैं बढ़ाने की मांग नहीं करता हूं कि अगर बढ़ा देंगे तो और ज्यादा लोग आने लग जाएंगे. और इतना ही नहीं सती महोदय, मैं साथ ही सदन को यह भी बताना चाहूंगा कि प्रत्येक विद्यालय में 1:40 का रेशियो है स्टूडेंट टीचर के रेशियो का. और इस रिजर्वेशन के कारण जो 23,000 एडमिशंस हो रहे हैं, मोर देन प्रिस्क्राइब्ड क्लास स्ट्रेंथ, एक क्लास में 60 एडमिशन हो रहे हैं. और इसके कारण, स्ट्रेंथ के कारण. और सती महोदय, इतना ही नहीं तो पटना के केंद्रीय विद्यालय बेली रोड में
आपका टाइम खत्म हो गया. माननीय मोदी के चेयरमैन पे नहीं जा रहा. प्लीज प्रोफेसर राम गोपाल यादव जी, कंसर्न ओवर डिप्लॉयमेंट ऑफ टीचर्स टू गवर्नमेंट प्राइमरी स्कूल्स इन नॉन टीचिंग स्कूल्स. माननीय तिरुचि शिवाजी, यू हैव टू एसोसिएट विद दैट.
मुद्दा है
जी,
प्राइमरी एजुकेशन जो है वो आधार होता है शिक्षा का पूरा. अगर वही ठीक नहीं है तो ऊपर उसके जो इमारत बन भी जाती है वो कभी भी गिर जाती है, उसका कोई वजन नहीं रहता. सर स्थिति ये है, और राज्यों की नहीं मालूम, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश में लोग मजबूरन प्राइमरी स्कूलों में गरीबी की वजह से पढ़ाते हैं. कोई भी आदमी अगर संपन्न है तो प्राइमरी स्कूल में, सरकारी प्राइमरी स्कूल में बच्चों को ले ही नहीं जाता है क्योंकि वहाँ पढ़ाई नहीं हो पाती. अध्यापक एक होता है, 2 होते हैं तो एक की ड्यूटी लग जाती है कि मिड डे मील का हिसाब दे. वो
प्लीज आपस में बैठकर बात ना करें. प्लीज.
वो महीने में 3-4 दिन उसको ब्लॉक पे जाना पड़ता है, संकुल पे रिपोर्ट देना पड़ता है, कंप्यूटर पे काम करना पड़ता है, पढ़ाई लिखाई खत्म. हेडमास्टर को तो रिपोर्ट देना पड़ता है. एक चलन इस देश में ये और हो गया है कि जब आप कहीं टेलीफोन करिए, दिल्ली में करो तो पता चला फलाना उसमें है, मीटिंग में है. वहां से लेके केंद्र से लेके राज्यों तक हर जगह मीटिंगें होती हैं. पढ़ाई लिखाई कुछ नहीं होती है. टीचर्स की भी मीटिंग होती है. पहले ब्लॉक पे हुआ, पहले पंचायत पे होती थी, अब ब्लॉक पे होने लगी और जिले पे भी होने लगी. तो जहां एक ही अध्यापक है या 2 अध्यापक हैं, पढ़ाई हो ही नहीं सकती. तो गरीब आदमी तो पढ़ा नहीं सकता पब्लिक स्कूल्स में. उसके बच्चों को मजबूरन इसी तरह से रह जाना पड़ता है. इसलिए मेरी मांग है आपके माध्यम से सरकार से कि हर प्राइमरी स्कूल में एक कम से कम कंप्यूटर जानने वाला क्लर्क अपॉइंट करने की व्यवस्था करें. और जो BLO और CLO की ड्यूटी लगती है उसमें भी साल भर चुनाव चलते रहते हैं, तो उसमें भी टीचर्स की ड्यूटी लग जाती है. तो वो ड्यूटी से वंचित किया जाए. पढ़ाई की तरह हो, गरीब लोग अपने बच्चों को ठीक तरीके से पढ़ा सकें. धन्यवाद. आपसे मेरी
धन्यवाद सर. माननीय तिरुचि शिवाजी, यू हैव टू एसोसिएट.
2 minutes, sir. Give me 2 minutes.
1 minute time is there. 1 minute.
That's
Please.
a problem, sir.
Associate.
It's an issue of lack of teachers.
It's as per rules. It is as per rules.
Sir, the teaching profession, which is one of the most respected and which has a very important role to play with the life of the students, of making them future professionals and to mold the country. Sir, they are not treated in a manner they should be. Sir, according to a UNESCO report, 69% of the teachers who are employed are getting less than what they use. Their qualification is high, whereas the salary is very low. Sir, this has to be addressed very, very seriously. This not only concerned with the schools, sir, but also colleges, the guest lecturers. Sir, for very, very important, sir. They are not entitled for any third benefit.
Yes.
And to say very frankly, they are being ill-treated. A woman who is married to a family
where the mother-in-law is getting as an organized unorganized and a sandpan 15,000 rupees. This girl is getting only 6,000 rupees with a degree of MA and MPhil, sir. Sir, this is very saddening, and experts have come to a conclusion that it is only because of majority of the teachers are women, and they are being considered as second income in the family, and mostly they are vulnerable to exploitation because of socio-economic conditions. So, sir, the government has to take it very seriously and evolve introducing a uniform minimum standard of working conditions and also terms of work, sir, especially in self-financing colleges and also in private schools, sir. The teachers are being treated in a very disrespectful manner, and they are also deployed for election duties, which is an excess duty, sir.
Thank you.
So, government
Thank
has
you,
to consider teachers as teachers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. डॉक्टर प्रशांत नंदा जी, माननीय सदस्य जो एसोसिएट करना चाहते हैं कृपया अपना नाम यहां भेज दें.
Thank you, sir.
डॉक्टर प्रशांत नंदा.
Thank you, sir.
Please.
For allowing me to speak on this important issue on folk art performance artists pension fund. Sir, it is saying that these artists, when they perform, they have no time to eat, and when they have no work, they have nothing to eat. Understanding this, many state governments have some schemes to give them pension, and I'm happy also Government of India has such pension scheme. Sir, as per Government of India pension scheme, this pension and medical aid to poor artists, this scheme is meant for improving the financial and socio-economic status of the old artists who have contributed significantly in their specialized field of art, which is called National Artist Pension Fund, which is extremely helpful for needy poor artists. It's a good step. But sir, there are many poor artists throughout the country who have not received their pension since April 2021. Sir, I have two requests here to the concerned minister through you, sir. Sir, first thing is, there are many artists who eagerly visit for their pension to their bank because that is the only source of income of theirs. But with great sorrow, I am to state that there are many artists who are in their 70s, 80s, and also in 90s. They have not received their pension since April 2021. There are some artists whose cases I have, they have not received their pension since 2018. Sir, in Odisha, in my state, several such artists have met me and requested to help. I had written a letter to the concerned minister and I am yet to get a reply. Sir, I urge the government to expedite the release of their pension without delay to save their life. Secondly, the pension fund, which was determined long ago, was 4,000 rupees. Sir, during for this price rise and all, it is definitely a point that a consideration has to be made to increase the amount of this pension fund and also pay them regularly. That is the only source, or else they are going to be beggars. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nanda. Dr. वानवे राय खारलुखी, माननीय सदस्य जो एसोसिएट करना चाहते हैं अपना नाम कृपया भरकर यहाँ भेज दें.
Thank you, Honorable
Dr. वानवे राय खारलुखी.
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. Well, sir, look East policies formulated by the UPA government and act East by the NDA government. Well, I thank the government